attracts outside attention. It is made up of 3 quaint towns, Newton, Fremont, and Kingston. The students here are used to its normal lifestyle, though the freshman learning community has provided change to the way everything is. The change affected all upperclassmen, freshmen, the teachers, and even the soon-to-become freshmen. Open the doors to the freshman learning community. Freshman year at Sanborn was a confusing time for freshman students. These students could often be found wandering the halls and looking lost. These students were lost in the crowds, and this was one of the problems at Sanborn.
Cogito ergo sum. Who can tell me what non-cogito ergo sum means?
I don't think, therefore I am.
Freshmen were starting to fail upperclassmen electives. They were often held to the same work standards as these upperclassmen students. Classes were too long, and students couldn't pay attention anymore. It seemed like no one was learning.
We still have 48 minutes left. Pay attention. We have to get through this whole lecture.
With the FLC, students had classes in one hallway, which minimized getting lost. Shortened classes were created to keep attention and involve students more.
Alright folks, so we're here this morning to make sure that we get these concepts that we've talked about over the past couple of weeks. It's really important that we use this flex time to make sure that you understand everything that you need to know in order to successfully complete the summative exams.
These are some of the problems that the FLC has fixed. There's also flex time, so that students who couldn't grasp a subject now have time to sit with a teacher and talk about it. There's also enrichment time for students who, and freshman-only electives to help them succeed.
I like the FLC because the teachers are supportive and they help you get your work done.
What I like about the FLC is the organization in the shorter classes.
How the teachers work together and help.
One thing I like about FLC is the teams.
I like that the teachers organize our activities and learning stuff better.
I like that we got to meet new people.
The teachers work together and they help out students.
I like how we're in one area and you don't get lost, and it helps with your grades.
The FLC is good because we have shorter classes.
They help me do work and help me with projects and stuff.
One thing I like about the FLC is the fact that the teachers are sort of connected.
We don't like the FLC because we don't feel like we're part of the school.
I don't like the FLC because we're stuck up in a hallway for the whole entire day.
I don't like the FLC because I don't feel like we're part of the rest of the school.
I don't like the FLC because I feel like I'm excluded from the rest of the school.
We've talked to some of the students about the FLC. Now we're going to dig a little deeper and talk to some of the teachers about what some of the problems they experienced before the FLC.
The big differences I see are the students all working together and being part of a community like this. The students all work together, get to know each other real well as a team, and the teachers also. And having the teachers as a team talking and meeting, knowing every student and getting to know the curriculum for all the other classes, it all intertwines and works really well together.
We have more input with teachers, and if problems arise or if good things happen, we're able to talk to each other. When I taught freshman classes, individual freshman classes, it was just my class, and that was it. Now I can call the FLC our classes.
I think the biggest difference between having the FLC and not is that we have a lot of great teachers working together for individual students. So if we have a problem with a student, we can talk to other teachers and say, all right, how do we solve this? Versus last year, it was Mr. Gray and I who could talk about someone without getting the feedback of a wellness teacher and a science teacher.
I think the major difference is that there's support available for kids that was not available before. We're a much more tightly knit group of teachers and administrators working to solve problems that maybe couldn't get solved as effectively last year. If a student is struggling in something, we're aware of it, from the science teacher to the wellness teacher to the English teacher to the social studies teacher, and we can come up with solutions that work, because if a student is struggling in one class, he or she is likely struggling in more than one class. And we've developed kind of a system that helps create a safety net for the kid, so that he or she is successful and doesn't fall behind.
Part of the mystery surrounding the FLC was because of the name change. As we discovered, it's just freshman year. So now we've solved the mystery of the FLC.